How's it going, everyone? Oh, whoops. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to some more Danganronpa, another Despair Academy. I accidentally pressed the circle button on my controller, which made the menu pop up. Here's the drop again. You know I love it. Last time, we started Chapter 5 and met Yamato Kisaragi, the ultimate inventor. Under the watchful eye of Headmaster Monokuma, we have a new transfer student. I don't know where the fuck he came from. I do know that he was probably the guy who was locked up earlier in the game that we saw like at the end of Chapter 2, where we saw the prison at the end of Chapter 3, so forth. You know how it is. It was building up to that. The Kisaragi Foundation, the Kisaragi family clearly have something to do with this. I mean, the 5th floor just shouts that monumentally. We do know that Mekaru knows him somehow, and that, you know, Rei is awfully suspicious of her, which I guess it's fair, but I don't think it's her, the one responsible for this. So, yeah, we're here. I have no fucking clue where this is gonna go now. I think it's gonna be very difficult to top Chapter 4, just in terms of pure emotional beats and class trial. I'm kind of curious to see who's gonna die in this chapter, because Chapter 5 usually has a victim. Chapter 6 is that one that kind of doesn't most of the time. I mean, in the main entries it doesn't, at least. I don't know if this game's gonna treat it differently. Well, it does kill off the mastermind, but like that's always the case. Anyways, let me just make one final check. Seems everything is in order. You'll love to see it. And let's go. We stopped at free time, yeah, that we're gonna skip. Like I said during Chapter 4, we are gonna skip all free time events. And whenever I finish this game, you guys don't need to worry. I will be, like, again, I'll say this again. I'll be streaming the entirety of Chapter 6, Investigation Class Trial. I guess that's everything. Sorry, my nose has been a little runny as usual. Autumn is definitely coming along. The first summer rains have brought down a whole bunch of dust, and I am just suffering from it. Anyway, still a long way from night. However, I can think, yeah, I want to sleep. Slept the slept. Slept like a dead man. The night came. I decided not to walk around at nighttime and spend the time in my room, as you should. Phew, it's evening already. Another day goes by like this. It was just yesterday when our spirit rose up, and it was yesterday when Haruhiko and Satsuki died. Dude, you gotta keep reminding me of what happened? I'm still suffering, you know? I don't ever want to see that chapter again, and yet I will have to get the footage later on, because I'm definitely making a top 10 of these characters once I'm done. At least for this game. I've been informed that SDRA 2 is a direct sequel, so there might be some story beats that relate. But I don't know anything about it, so... And I intended to stay that way until I play the game, so, yeah. It's only been a single day, but it felt like a long time ago. Yeah, it did. We have to get out of here. For my dead friends. Jesus Christ! Oh, one moment. Ah, Mekaru. Come to my room a little later once the nighttime announcement goes off. Oh, you're here to call me? Okay. Bye! She goes right back without adding anything else. Probably because we're conscious of the camera. There's nothing to lose, at least, by following Mekaru's words. Dude, Rei Mekaru, what a glow up. That's all I can say. She's rising up. Ah, the school announcement, you little shits, go to bed! Everyone's gathered, Rei-chan. Yeah. I'll say it again and again, but we can't stay for long, so you better open your ears and listen carefully, as I will only talk about what is absolutely necessary and leave swiftly. Didn't you say you found something when we reported the investigation? If we look at what we couldn't say in the dining room, is it so important that it's dangerous if the mastermind hears it? Did you find out who the mastermind is? Yeah, right. Teruya, this is Chapter 5. Nothing like that happens in Chapter 5. No, it's nothing like that. Rei-chan, then why? You seemed to be taken by surprise back then. Jeez, it's a little serious that you guys haven't caught on. Mekaru? Just listen for a moment. There are 2 things I found out. Of course, I'm not sure of this. It's just my guess anyway, but the chances are high on this. First, do you all remember? what I said this morning. What do you mean? A significant amount of time has passed since we entered Opepeak Academy, and we don't remember it. You mean this hypothesis? I remember. I thought Rei-chan was trying to drive Mikako-chan away. Of course, I had that intention. Before I could explain it properly, Monokuma brought that transfer student, and it ended abruptly. That we lost our memories. Maybe this isn't a hypothesis. No way! Even so, the fact that all 15 of us had amnesia is such an absurd story, right? Yeah. Imagine that happening multiple times throughout the series, Teruya. Shut up and listen first. I'll explain it methodically. As Mekaru said that, she took a piece of paper out of her pocket. Professor time! Ultimate teacher in action. Give her some space. This paper is... It's the summary of the questions I've been asking since we've been here. Nothing special. So far, thoroughly. Yeah, unlike us, you're very thoughtful. First, it was right after Kinji Uehara's execution ended when I began to suspect about amnesia. Most likely when Maeda and I last spoke about this topic. Oh, you mean when the 4th floor just opened? I'm sorry, but even up to that time, I thought Mekaru was testing me out again, and I couldn't really believe it. It was around that time, but as more and more fitting clues kept coming out, I changed my mind. Remembering what I talked about with Maeda back then, remember the video Monokuma showed us right before Uehara was executed? The horrible video of the children's corpses, is that the one you're talking about? It's not enough to kill a person, and it's not enough to leave them rotting. How much cruel is this Monokuma? Yes, they were decayed. That's where I first got my doubts. Uehara said that after we fainted. He woke up earlier than us and met face to face with Monokuma. Alright guys, give me a second. Ooh, sorry about that. He woke up earlier than us and met face to face with Monokuma. At that time, the priest identified the children being hostage by Monokuma and even spoke to those kids directly. This was the day of the entrance ceremony. It must have been 2 weeks before Uehara was executed. I mean, even if the children were killed right after talking to Uehara. I mean, if it's only been 2 weeks since they died, then there's a problem. Is it possible for a person to rot so fast and turn into a skeleton for only 2 weeks? Huh? A test question? I don't know. I can't think straight. Same goes for me. If we look at it as O and X, is it X? I can be sure since it was filmed, but if I'm right, the answer becomes impossible. If it wasn't artificially tampered with, or in a really specific environment, then naturally, at the time, the things that I have been wondering about, found a notice in the library that Opepeak Academy was due to be closed in our group photo of us that Maeda saw in the art room. Connecting these two, it was the first time that I thought of the possibility of amnesia. Unbelievable, but then what next? I wasn't sure at that time, so I kept it as a hypothesis. But when I heard Satsuki's last words yesterday, I started thinking about it again. Oh, maybe... You mean the picture Haru discovered mentioned by Satsuki? That's right. This is really speculation, but if we already met before, wouldn't our bodies react first, even if we don't remember? Like looking at a picture of your lover. I was told that the creator of the game actually had the photo placed on his website for a while. I don't know if it's still there, but I kind of want to see it. I mean, I don't need to be reminded of Chapter 4, but... Man, those two deserved so much better. Before we lost our memories, Kawashi Kawa-kun and Satsuki-chan were lovers? Don't take it seriously, because this is all but a guess at this stage. The reason I think this way is because it's almost impossible to give up your life for the sake of someone you just met here, no matter how good or natural their relationship were. Thinking about that picture, Haruhiko's head vaguely recognizes old memories. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm looking down at their spirit of sacrifice between the two. Something is weird. I didn't expect such a romantic comment coming from Mekaru. It's not like that, you idiot. This is something that needs to be scientifically explained. I'm on Rei's side on this one. I mean, it has been proven that our subconscious stores memories to be triggered later on by, like, certain things. And I'm fairly certain Haru had his triggered by that photo. In the case of the momentary amnesia, by showing clues such as the flashbacks of old memories or hypnosis. Okay, I was wrong. Sorry, calm down and explain again, please. Man, Teruya, you might have gotten Haru's goggles, but you're still Teruya. Those goggles suit him, by the way. Anyways, it was something like that. Another clue was the newspaper article that Maeda and Taira found this morning. You mean the newspaper clippings with that date in the future? Indeed, it's the future from our point of view. However, if we substitute from amnesia here, can we still see it from the future? Wait, if it's been quite some time since we entered Ho Speak, if it's been months, not 3 weeks only, the date of the newspaper is usually when the music semester begins. It becomes the past. It's a newspaper that has been there for a while. No, but can you look at a newspaper con recklessly pushing through the amnesia theory? Are you saying this absurd thing really happened? Anyone can tell it's manipulation. I'd rather give it more credit for this impossible thing, though. Huh? How? Think about it. Is there anything that has not happened since we gathered here? In the beginning, our situation itself became dangerous from the get-go. Yeah, I can't object to that. And was it the biggest and most desperate event in human history? I've read the article slowly, and it's no exaggerating to say that the world has been destroyed. The world has been destroyed? Impossible! I can't do my Akane voice today. What's wrong? No, it's not way over the head. It's not way over the end of the world. I think it's at least enough to cause a collapse of the human society itself. But there's no difference! No, even if I think it carefully, it's beyond our realm of speculation. This is a joke! The world coming to an end? That literally can't happen. The rest of the official Danganronpa releases. Wanna bet? You're brainless, fool. That's just your own opinion. The world we live in isn't as perfect as you might think. No one knows when it will suddenly collapse for certainty. In the end, the Earth has already experienced hundreds of crises that could lead to nuclear war. Look up the Cold War. The fact that society is being maintained like this is fortunate enough to surpass first place in a lottery. Even so, if that's true, the real world is doomed. And I don't see a reason to leave this school anymore. How are we supposed to live on when you tell me that the world's just gone? Teruya, don't be so discouraged. As I keep saying, this is all but a guess at this point, but also one with a very high probability. The biggest and most desperate event in human history. Actually, we may already know what is supposed to be the aftermath of this. What are you talking about? The motive Monokuma showed us before Maki died. I don't know if each of you have seen it, but if the article on this newspaper is true, wouldn't it also explain the video? Oh, they're getting there. Also, V3 music, Darkness Time. Probably my favorite nighttime theme of the series. Well, guess it's time to train with Kaito, huh? Oh, right. Kaito, no. Rude. Anyway. It can't be! If that video is really true, then my family's already... Actually, Hatono and Higa's words just added more credibility. The FIFA headquarters was attacked, the land being destroyed so much that it was impossible to run anymore. Wouldn't this match what this article says? To sum it all up, after entering Hope Speak Academy and spending a normal school life, meanwhile, the biggest and most desperate event in human history occurred. Somehow we survived with our memories removed by someone, and now we suspected each other in a place we didn't even recognize. This is what happened. My nose! Ah! Sorry, guys. Such a thing? I can't believe it. But after listening to Ray-chan, I wonder if it's alright to say that everything was true. Then the article that said that Hope Speak Academy was the epicenter of the incident? We who are students of this academy have nothing to do with it at all. But then why? Why us? Why are we the only ones in Hope Speak Academy? What happened to the other students? Are we really the only ones alive like this? Don't get angry at me, you fool, because this isn't confirmed yet. Well, I don't know the details, but I can think of one reason why we are in this predicament. Of the 15 of us? No. Isn't it because the mastermind is among the 16? So that's the idea. Are you still doubting Mikako-chan and Kisaragi-kun? No, I don't know about that. Huh? Then what other option is there? In the morning you were suspicious of Kurokawa and Kisaragi. Is she about to name Yuki because of Chapter 2's motive? If it's not that, other than those two, then who the heck is it? Don't make a fuss and listen yet. This is not yet certain, let alone conjecture. This is just my own Sorry, I needed to. We just said that our memories have been erased, right? What if the mastermind is in the same state? Ooh! Okay, hold the phone! That would be unique. Actually, no, it wouldn't. Hajime and Izuru, but like, Hajime was a different person entirely. If the mastermind is one of these guys, but just memory wiped. Ooh, the point though. Sorry, had to wipe my nose as usual. You know how it goes. Anyway, what do you mean, Mekaru? Are you saying the mastermind erased their own memory? Only if. It's just one possibility, but if that were really to be true, then it won't matter who the mastermind is. It could be anyone. It could be Maeda, it could be Taira, it could be Otori, or maybe it's me who's saying this. Yeah, that's a fantastic point. Mekaru really is like Giga Brain. I don't want to approach this line of thinking, but it's not good to lie in a partnership, so I'll be honest with you. I'm afraid. If this hypothesis were to be true, and if I were the mastermind, the more I dig, the more I'll deny my existence. The more they'll deny their existence. Mekaru, for the first time since we met, trembled slightly and showed her own weakness. I mean, honestly, I would be very scared as well. Self-denial of her own existence. It would be a self-destruction for Mekaru, who values perfection the most. Ray-chan. I'm sorry, I said that I could come along if we were to catch the mastermind, but it suddenly ended up like this. After the hypothesis of the amnesia, I came up with this theory while thinking about the mastermind. Since then, I've gotten a terrible chill on my spine and become mentally exhausted. This appearance doesn't fit me at all, not to me. So forget about that for now. Mekaru, you must be a human too. I'd be afraid of myself too if I had that feeling. Stupid! I just paused for a moment to tell you to forget it. Our goals still don't change, so I know. Mekaru shouted in embarrassment. It took just a moment to catch her breath, then looked down at the paper and spoke again. It's just one of numerous cases. I think it's unlikely, so let's put this issue aside for now. Wait, you've been suspicious of Kurokawa and Kisaragi all this time, so why did it make you think suddenly about this? To be honest, it was simply by process of elimination of Midakun. I felt like there was something unconventional about the two of them being the mastermind. Okay. I mean, fair point. Fair point. Kurokawa does know a little bit more than she's letting on. When Monokuma like broke down in the third class trial, she knew somehow. She knows Yamato. Sorry. Man, the burps today. What if that unpretentious appearance is not the acting of the mastermind? What if you really don't know that you are the mastermind? What if you don't know your true self? I am the shadow, the true self. Yes, I still need to finish Persona 4. Let me go! If that's the case, then we don't even realize that we could be the mastermind. If that's true, it's impossible to know the mastermind's true nature. Yes, but it's unlikely to do that. If you erase your own memory in the first place, even as the mastermind, it'll be impossible to do any follow-up. There would be no plan or anything at all. They would only have one chance. If the mastermind is someone who's good at acting, then even those with their unpretentious appearances could be acting as well. They could all be considered a huge smokescreen, for all we know. Hey, if that's the case, wouldn't it be more realistic to conclude that there's no mastermind among us? Fuck. Kurokawa is suspicious, and we suspect him because of Kisaragi's existence. Conversely, there's no guarantee that the mastermind is always, for fuck's sake, among us. If we are all victims and an identified third party is the mastermind, then Mekaru's doubts would be resolved. If in the beginning the mastermind was the cause of the biggest and most desperate event in human history, it would mean that one of us committed such a world-class terrorism act. Well, I honestly agree with that. It doesn't make sense for one high school student to change the world. Junko. But if I were to put your words backwards, there's no guarantee that the mastermind in our situation will be the same person as the mastermind who caused this human history. Right, but that's... Still, I agree with Maeda-kun. It is hard to believe that there's a mastermind among us, no matter what we faced. And there's the issue of controlling Monokuma too. Just as Maeda said, there is no guarantee. Fine, but I'm just trying to think of every possible outcome. Always try to think that there's a mastermind mixed with us. Yeah, that's fair. To be honest, everything we said so far is so vague that it doesn't feel real at all, but... Right, even if it's true in theory, artificially erasing the memories of all of us, such a thing is practically impossible. Not unless you were rich, had a big company with access to advanced technology. Boom. Both explains a lot in this franchise, actually. Like, the official releases, Junko was likely able to do what she did in the first game because of Toa. Dude, Ultra Despair Girls explains so much more than people give it credit for. Not entirely unreasonable when you think about... Dude! Mekaru, you and I, our brain is increasing in size. It's increasing. Also, if my voice sounds a little wobbly today, yesterday I went to a football match, like live on a stadium, and I screamed my heart out. I actually lost my voice. It took me the entire morning to have it back. That's why it's a little less powerful than usual. But I can still do a bitchin' Monokuma! And that's what matters, right? But yeah, that's basically it. Huh? What is it? Didn't I say that I found out two things? One thing was about the amnesia we just spoke, and the other one is information about the Kisaragi Foundation 5th Island theme. Let's go! A little while ago, you said something about the scientific power of the Kisaragi Foundation? I literally said it, right? It is no exaggeration to say that the Kisaragi Foundation is already half a century ahead of the cutting-edge science. Bitchin'. There are rumors that they are actually providing manpower to the US side. I mean, what? Although they are not from a reliable source. The Kisaragi Foundation can manipulate a human's memories? It wouldn't be impossible. It's one of the reasons why I initially thought that Mastermind was among us. Is there really a need for someone to control Monokuma? Because so far, it has moved on its own. What Monokuma did? Actually, it's not a dream to create a Monokuma-type artificial intelligence robot with the skills of the Kisaragi Foundation. The humanoid theory has already been completed. Chihiro Fujisaki is rolling in his fucking grave right now. Man could have placed Chiaki and Alter Ego in bodies. That's incredible, but Mekaru, you didn't treat Monokuma as an artificial intelligence when they were here back then. At the time, I didn't know that the Kisaragi Foundation was deeply involved. But this hypothesis is also absurd, because that level of AI has already reached the level of human beings. The Kisaragi Foundation? What is it? Why is the Kisaragi Foundation involved with Host Peak Academy? Certainly, that is the important question. And the Kisaragi Foundation's mark was on the 5th floor's collection room, and in the ballroom. About that, listen carefully to what I have to say from now on. Oh, okay, hold up. Music stop, because it'll be very shocking. Eh? Why did you lower your voice? It's about what I found about the Kisaragi Foundation. That is... Huh? What are you guys doing in Mekaru's room? Monokuma! Seriously, stop appearing out of nowhere! What do you mean out of nowhere? More than that, I can't see in the surveillance camera again. What's wrong with this? Wasn't it always like that? Believe it, that Monokuma catches strange thing not once but twice now. Hey, it's nighttime already and you don't even sleep in Mekaru's room. You guys, I won't hesitate. What? We haven't done anything bad. Isn't it just a strange thing that there's 2 males and 2 females? I see what you're implying. Stop it. What? Hey, fuck. Based Mekaru, bottom text. Fantastic line. It's like my favorite line so far. Yeah, it was a joke! Seriously, the surveillance camera doesn't seem to work, so I'm just here to check it out. Are you checking with us? Or are you checking with us that your management is poor? What do you know about surveillance cameras? We're not even going to sleep. We're just gathering to chat here, so hurry up and get out. Is it really poor management always? In my vivid mind, I think that you must have done something to the camera. You know, right? If that is true, you're guilty of damaging the device. What? Hold, give me a second. Sorry. I needed to close my window a little bit more. Some guy was shouting from out there, as usual. What? Monokuma? Monokuma, who was usually Using a usually strange way to speak, it suddenly became a different mood than usual, and then suddenly stopped as if it died. He's doing it again. I was mentioning this earlier. What? It stopped speaking. Monokuma, what are you doing? Hey, hold on. This is somehow similar to back then. When? When Uehara's execution was over, Mekaru Kurokawa went down the secret stairs saying that Monokuma stopped. Huh? Does that mean the school is still closed? What's wrong with it? It's not even a computer before crashing. Huh? It might be something like that. Oh, it's back. What? What? My body's movements are getting dull. Oh, no. It's not the movements that's dull. Well, it can't be. This is not at all. Well, my body doesn't move? Is this a fucking JoJo's reference? My god. It is. It fucking is, dude. My god. That claps. Also, that's supposed to say Teruyo Tori. 11 seconds have passed. Seems that there's enough time to move. Not? What are you doing, Monokuma? Wait, the system's a little bit... camera isn't the problem now. I'm gonna do a quick checkup now. It's gone. What was that? Leave it alone, because we can't afford to worry about Monokuma. Also, I'd rather call it off for today. Huh? But we haven't heard of the second fact that Ray-chan found out yet. I'll tell you about that tomorrow. As you may have seen before, Monokuma is slowly starting to notice the anomalies in my room. I'll come up with other measures soon, so go back for now. Let's do what Mekaru suggests, guys. It's already late anyway, so we'll have to go to bed early for tomorrow. Honestly, I don't think I'll be able to sleep much because of the story about my current memory loss. Well, I'll be going now. Go, get to bed and sleep. The switch is off. And sleep. The switch is off now. Right. Well, why a teddy bear? Stop worrying and go to sleep already. She sleeps with a teddy bear. That's cute. And then we decided to go to bed at Mekaru's proposal. I'm not even gonna comment how bad this sounds. Let's go back to my... Sure, Maeda. Alright, I'm gonna save. That was an interesting bit of exposition. Appropriate for chapter 5, I'd say. I lay in my bed, but I can't sleep at all. If Mekaru's story is true, all of us, we've already spent time in Hoespeak. And we lost our memories. Did you have to? We ended up killing each other. Our own friends who used to go to school together with us. That can't be. We were all amnesiacs. Mekaru said it was a guess, an unlikely story. As I convinced myself and tried to fall asleep. Burps. So, what are you going to do next? That text, who is it? Hey, to think you've been again. Oh, that's the narrator? What the fuck? So, what are you going to do next? Hey, to think you've been against all your classmates that way, it's pretty desperate, isn't it? Fuck off, man. Stop talking to me. I'll leave you with what I've been thinking about before. The details are over. I mean, it's annoying. Do not worry, I'll be watching. Even if I said that, I can't wait. I can't say for sure because it's not important right now. By the way, do you know? As long as you keep deciding, the more you will end up dead. Is this really the narrator? Am I being called out by the fucking narrator? I don't appreciate this. Huh? Did you want me to worry about you? Even your own existence would interfere with the plan, so get rid of the useless flattery. So what do you think? Are you in despair now? I've been in despair for a while, game. No fun, guy. Whatever. From now on, you'll be the king over the... Who is this and who are they talking to? Do a good job. Okay. Ugh. Is it morning? Ouch, my head. Headache. I slept the wrong way. I feel that. I've been there. I think I had a oh no! Yuki was dreaming that, but I don't know who was talking! I think I had a strange dream, but I can't remember, probably because of the headache. 7 a.m.? Yeah. Wake the fuck up! Just in time, the morning announcement. I should go have breakfast with the others. Thank you, game. Oh! Damn, bro, you got the whole squad laughing. I don't know why. This particular Akane sprite is so funny. Actually, the neutral poses are all amazing. Ray just seems angry as usual. Breakfast time as usual. There were only 4 of us, even with Mekaru, but with that aside, it was quieter than usual. It goes without saying, even if we try to have a conversation to find something to fight the mastermind, you'll expose it to them. We'll expose it to them due to the surveillance camera. I can't read! Besides that, everyone seemed to have a lot to think about last night because of Mekaru's conclusion. Most crucially, it's because of the current dining room had a mix of a disparate character in addition to the 4 of us. Hello, Yamato, what are you doing? Oh, this is a lot, this food. It is! Did you make all of this? I still don't know what voice I gave him. I think it's a mix of like Haru and Teruya. Intermediate taste of the new world and the old world, but the women dancing the tango of the Iberian Peninsula is familiar. The Iberian Peninsula has been mentioned. Let's fucking go. My people! I still don't know what the fuck he means though. Why is this crazy guy with me? The taste of the food is getting worse. I'll stop eating. Mekaru, no matter how harsh you can... What's wrong? If I don't tell you what I think of him, you already know. Well, Mekaru already suspected Kisaragi more than anyone of being the mastermind. Hey, but have we spoke to him? It's been only saying meaningless stuff for no reason. I tried talking to him yesterday, but I didn't understand anything he was saying. It's just as Monokuma said, I think there's something wrong on his head. But even putting that aside, I don't think Kisaragi is so arrogant. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, nose again. Also, it's easy to forget. Kinjo is still alive. Somewhere. I mean, in his room, I think. He hasn't gotten up in 3 days. It's not about being good or bad. Don't you know what I want to say? Do I really need to say it openly right here, right now? Mekaru, lower your voice, he can hear it all. Whether they listen or not, he's disabled to... Okay! You don't say shit like that, Mekaru. Mekaru, you've been rather fierce this morning. Hey, Mikako! Mikako-chan, are you out of your mind? Are you okay? You're pouring out blood in your face all over. Still? Oh, right. Yesterday, Kurokawa came to her senses for a brief moment. Except for me and Kisaragi, nobody knows. I forgot about it. I'm okay. Ugh. It's all well and good, but why are you here? Do you still think you're in a cooperative relationship with us? You're obviously hiding something. Well, until you tell the truth, you won't be in the clear. Sorry, I'll just eat, and I'll get out. No, wait a minute! There's no need to push it this far! Mikako-chan, it's okay, so... There are certain facts that only she knows. Those might be decisive keys to change this frustrating situation. And you just want to move on like this? Mekaru. I'm sorry, but I also agree with Mekaru's opinion. If you're hiding something, the honest thing to do would be to say it. So why can't you say it? It's okay. You don't have to fight for me. Everyone must do what you've always done. Yeah, Mikako-chan? I can't take this any longer. Even at this moment, you're saying that you're going to keep your mouth shut and stay away from us, while casting suspiciousness all over the place? Stop playing around! You're treating us like fools! I'm kind of surprised for Mekaru to suddenly do an outburst like that. I was waiting for it, honestly. I am impressed that she was able to bottle it up for this long. I would have outbursted like ages ago. Another headache? What's the deal with those? What is your relationship with the Kisaragi Foundation? How did you know that if Monokuma stops, this facility would shut down? I'm sorry, I can't answer. Why can't you answer? Can't answer? Are you kidding me? Then you're putting all aside and say that you are the mastermind. Can you really do that, huh? Mekaru, calm down! Why are you suddenly getting so heated up? Kurokawa, I know this is painful, but I'll have to ask you, if you know something, tell us, please. I can't... Okay. Wild thought. I know she's sick, but what if it isn't natural? She has some relation to them. But she can't, she literally cannot answer, otherwise she dies. I mean, it's very unlikely, but I've seen something similar in the DR series before. Anyway, is that because you don't want to talk? Or is it because you really don't know anything? It's not that. Then why? I'm not asking you to tell me what you know. I'm asking, why can't you tell us? Don't come near me! Hey, Mikako Kurokawa. Hey, Mikako Kurokawa, why are you running away? Holy shit! She was fast! Oh, I didn't read that, sorry. What? Why did things turn out like this all of a sudden? It's the first time I've ever seen Kurokawa act like that. And Mekaru too! What is going on? We have to follow them first. Mekaru! She went into her room. Rei-chan, why are you so angry? Nothing will change with getting mad at Mikako-chan. Rei-chan would be aware of this. Of course I know, and I also know that this isn't like me. But I'm more curious of you guys. Who can be so calm in a situation like right now? What are you trying to say? I'll call you later at night. Until then, do some investigation, will you? Again, I understand Rei. I understand Mekaru here. Rei-chan. Since when has Mekaru become so emotional? This day is becoming the weirdest of all. It's a story we didn't hear last night. Is that it? Mekaru knows the story and we don't know. Does this make us different? Are you saying it's serious enough for Rei-chan to be so mad like that? I don't know. We have no way of knowing. But this makes me feel uneasy for some reason. Mekaru, who showed an emotional behavior, telling us to follow her. When I looked at her in the eyes, she seemed to be shaking a little. Let's focus on what we can do now. It's important to stay positive in mind. Yay! And that's when I'm gonna go back to my room. What's up? Bye. And free time events will be done on stream after we finish the game. Sorry about my notes. I slept like a dead man and then the nighttime came. Yeah, sure, we know that. Oh, it's literally nighttime. Just like yesterday when it was nighttime, Mekaru called us together. You get it now? I've said it many times now, but we can't stay long. It will probably be shorter than yesterday because Monokuma is starting to notice the existence of this room more and more each time. No, maybe this won't be the last time we're meeting in this room. Oh, foreshadowing to a very, very near killing. Huh? Well, what do we do then in the future? No, maybe there's nothing else to talk about anymore. What? It's nothing. If it's a matter of the room, don't worry. I will try to make a new jamming suitable device in its place. Okay, more importantly right now, is this about the second piece of information when Mekaru was cut off yesterday? That's right. What was it that Rei-chan was so worried about? I felt uncomfortable in that moment. It was like the line of the self-esteem hit the sky limit. I thought Akane was going to say, "Aren't you worried?" I thought she was going to say it out loud, but unexpectedly, Mekaru just quietly drew her breath. Listen carefully. I remember what you found about the Kisaragi Foundation, right? That same building. It's the place we're stuck in right now. The same building? We aren't in Hope Speak Academy? No. What? This is not Hope Speak Academy. Oh shit! Oh snap! They're not at Hope Speak. Oh shit, so that means... So that explains the 5th floor. Are the others just replicas? What? Are you kidding me? This isn't Hope's-Peak Academy. Isn't it the fact that we each entered this building Isn't it fact that we entered this building and this building was Hope's-Peak Academy originally? That's true, Ray-chan said it too. We found a guides book from Hope's-Peak and the structure of the building was the same too. No, at the time I only knew this, but that wasn't it. What in the world do you mean, Mekaru? Why do you think that? What's this? Paper? The Hope's-Peak Academy brochure, found on the 5th floor. This is the structure of the 2nd and 5th floors. What? As Mekaru says, it was a brochure that showed the structure of Hope's-Peak Academy. It seemed to be the rest of the 1st floor schematic that Mekaru discovered on the first day we were here. As you guys said, the 1st floor of this building is identical to the one I found earlier, so I have no doubts that this was Hope's-Peak Academy. But that was my mistake. If you take a good enough, The room where, Kizuna Tomori died! Take a good look at that brochure. Hope's-Peak Academy's brochure. Just by looking at the first chapter, the structure of the diagram of the 2nd floor, we were able to understand the meaning of Mekaru's words. What, the classrooms and library? And a pool? There was no pool, right? Yep. Not only that, there's no power room in this document either. Looking back, the anxiety was slowly rising. I looked at the structural diagrams of the 3rd, 4th, and 5th floors in turn. Now you understand that this place is not Hope's-Peak Academy. Unbelievable. According to the Hope's-Peak's brochure, the structure is as follows. On the 2nd floor there are classrooms, a library, and a swimming pool, where my baby boy Chihiro was killed. The swimming pool is equipped with changing rooms and fitness equipment. On the 3rd floor there are classrooms, a lounge, an art room, and a physics preparation room. Yep. The lounge is equipped with entertainment such as mini billiards and darts. The 4th floor there are classrooms, faculty offices, the headmaster's office, information processing room, music room, and a chemistry lab. And the last 5th floor there are classrooms, a biology room, a natural farm, and an archery dojo. There are similar facilities, but most of them are different. Even if the 5th floor is a completely different facility. But this isn't really Hope's-Peak Academy. I'm not sure with only just this alone, because the surveillance cameras were turned into a machine gun. Isn't there a possibility that the mastermind transformed the entire school? Of course, this isn't the only thing. Did you really expect that I'll be easy on you? The brochure merely gave the final blow to the things that have been questioned. The things left as questions? There are quite a few. Where to begin? Yes, the first question I had when the 2nd floor was first open. I was with my head back then, so you'd remember. What Monokuma said in the power room? Power room? You mean that Hope's-Peak Academy can't get energy from the outside? Correct. Isn't that strange? The Hope's-Peak that's located in the middle of Tokyo, for some reason cannot receive energy from the outside any longer. Oh yeah. Even if we assume that the outside world is a mess due to the worst and most desperate event in human history, would there be enough safety measures, Sorry, I can't read. I've been having a lot of tummy discomfort with a lot of burping, and that causes me to be unable to read. I most likely ate something that didn't fall right. You know how it feels. A lot of gas. Sorry about the imagery. Event in human history, wouldn't there be enough safety devices such as a minimum reserve power? But nevertheless, Monokuma said it was impossible. From this point on, I began to feel a little uneasy about this. Also, looking at the library and school's office, there were no books that could be found in normal schools. It's all just papers and dictionaries. Hinjo also mentioned that, when the 4th floor opened and he examined the office, it was the same when Uehara found Maki's cell phone and was out of range. It's strange considering the location of Hope's-Peak Academy. No way! The biggest question is still the appearance of the 5th floor. There were classrooms up until the 4th floor, but the 5th floor is a billion of light years away from the school. You've seen it all, haven't you? Crucially, the structure of the 5th floor is very similar to the power room on the 2nd floor. Don't you think it's right to see that the original 5th floor was renovated for the school? On the contrary to the school was itself renovated. Then really, this isn't really a Hope's-Peak Academy. I can't say with 100% certainty, but there is a high probability. We were kidnapped from Hope's-Peak Academy and mistakenly thought this building, which had a similar appearance to Hope's-Peak. Oh shit! Yeah, that's the question I was gonna ask. Where are they then? If it's not Hope's-Peak Academy, where are we then? Who do you think you are? A mark that we've seen countless times in this building until now. And where would you have no technology to renovate a building of this magnitude? You don't mean the Kisaragi Foundation? The Kisaragi Foundation, or a building owned by the Foundation, is highly probable. Then the mastermind that imprisoned us is a member of the Kisaragi Foundation too? But then, Yamato Kisaragi, that person is the mastermind? I don't know. Considering the hypothesis of the memory loss, everything becomes a mess, whether they are an ultimate student or whatever. Even if you are God. No, well, what? Even if you are God, what? Even if you are God, it becomes impossible to find out the truth. Besides, the fact that there is no energy supply and there's no signal areas outside, it means that there's a high possibility that it's a place far away from the city. With the current notion, I have no clue. The more I found out, the more desperate I got. Maybe it's best if we just get out of here. Maybe we can survive. Why are you doing this, Mekaru? What? Is that the extent of your ability? You said you were confident that you would cooperate, but now you're just trying to give up on this despair? Don't be ridiculous, Maeda. I didn't even say about a word about giving up. I'm not so sure about that. Being so discouraged is already halfway thinking like that. You were so angry this morning, so I was worried you might be getting pressured. Is this 100% the Mekaru who always shouted at us? Hanging her shoulders and drooping all over the floor? The real deal? Have you finished talking? Huh, Yuki Maeda? You two, what's wrong? Stop it! Why are you trying to fight? The situation is different now that when I shouted. You're just leaning on me now. And when you get nervous, you pass the responsibility on to me. And now you're only seeing me whining? That's wrong. Even though I was surprised by the current facts, I haven't given up. And I have no intention of giving up. I haven't despaired yet. You're scared to be so angry, aren't you? Oh shit! If you don't know a thing, shut the hell up, Maeda. I'm saying this with all the more reason because I faced the situation. Now, even after hearing the despairing facts, I think that it is courageous act to say nothing is wrong. But that itself is reckless and stupid. Not courageous, you stupid beggar. Realistically speaking, it is no different than committing suicide to just bump into each other like a fool. Knowing that there is no more information, there is no more answers to the situation we're facing right now. There's a point to both sides here, honestly. Mekaru is starting to give up. And you can see that. Or what else? Are you saying that you found the mastermind and found a trump card to overcome this? No, I don't know anything, but I'm also not reckless. I don't mean to give up. Nothing will change if you get discouraged just because you don't have an answer. Before Kisaragi showed up, where did Mekaru go? You can't catch the mastermind with such despair in you. After this far? Did you hear what I said up until now? No, oh wait, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm so angry that I changed voices. After this far? Did you hear what I said up until now? These are the two things I found out about after putting together all the information I found up to this moment. In other words, putting all the clues together, all we found is that we may be amnesiac, and that this isn't Hope Speak Academy. This is it. It's all over. There are no more clues. All up to the 5th floor, which is the last floor, has already been opened. And in order to get for the locked ones to be unlocked, someone has to go and clear a class trial. But since I promised to get out of here with you guys, no more murders should happen. Or what? Do you want a murder to happen? That's not what I mean. The only hope Mikaku Kurokawa doesn't tell us anything. Aren't you angry when you guys say let's work together, when you have to figure it out even if we need to rush through? If you want to say something to me, do it after you figure out something to fix the situation yourself. Don't speak nonsense in your mouth without knowing anything, you stupid fool. She's kinda right though. What? You guys are fighting now? Monokuma. Great, he had to come anyways. I don't have anything more to say to you, so you all get out. Don't even come into my room anymore. Ray-chan. Hey! Sorry if this is a bad moment. The surveillance camera, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a malfunction. What the hell do I care, you fucking get out of my room! Based Mekaru, dude. Mekaru's so based. Ah, scary! Wow, she just scared Monokuma. Mekaru, I'll just say this. Hope is not to find it, but to create it. Don't forget. Yuki just quoted Satsuki in Mekaru's face. Based Maeda. Mekaru kicked us all out and locked her door. Looking at her attitude, I think she's going to distance herself from us again from tomorrow. We won't be able to enter Mekaru's room anymore. was kind of your fault, man. Yeah. It was kind of your fault. You didn't have to go that hard on her. Did we say something wrong? I fully understand Mekaru's words and feelings. As Mekaru said, even if we summarize all the information we've obtained since then, the conclusions comes out. Of course, these two conclusions are neither a clue to escape nor a clue to the mastermind. Rather, it was a fact that made us more confused in our minds. Yeah. But is it fine to just be angry and discouraged by that? Of course, Mekaru is also a human. I understand that she could get angry or nervous, but I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I feel like this is a perfect moment for Kinjo to wake up. It's nighttime, so let's go to sleep. I'll think much better afterwards. Let's keep going. I have a little while longer to record today. Let me see. How long have we been going for? I don't think it's even been an hour. Yeah, it hasn't. Holy shit. Amnesia. The Kisaragi Foundation. This isn't Hopespeak Academy? Confused information, Mekaru's angry face kept glimmering around her eyes. Her feelings grew so intense that we had a serious fight with her. Akane and Teruya couldn't probably say whether Mekaru's hypothesis was correct or not. It was just too shocking. Kinjo still doesn't show any signs of waking up either. Damn it, for this, Satsuki didn't save us just to be like this. Just for us to be like this. Exactly, man. Pull your shit fucking together. I forcibly calmed my unsettled heart and tried to fall asleep. Morning? Alright. Yeah, it's 7 AM, you know the drill. In the blink of an eye, it's morning already. I was really upset last night. I should go eat first. Surprise, surprise, she's not there. Breakfast time. The people in the dining hall are Akane, Teruya, Kisaragi, and me. Only the four of us. Mekaru didn't come as expected. Ray-chan was here. A little before Maeda-kun came here. Really? Yeah, as soon as I arrived, she just took the food out of the kitchen and left. I called her, but she left us without looking back, telling us to investigate on our own. She must have been very upset about yesterday. But I still don't think it's Maeda-kun's fault. It's 50-50. The fault is on both sides. Don't try to paint Mekaru as the villain. Maeda said some shit he shouldn't. It doesn't take a genius to see that. I can't determine whose it was, but I really don't think it was anyone's fault. But if Mekaru goes away from us again, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to be together. Can we really do this by ourselves? I'm sorry, Terry. It's because of me. I'm not blaming you, Yuki. I thought yesterday Mekaru was a little strange too. I mean, she was. I'm not saying she wasn't. But I still split the blame 50-50. Mekaru shouldn't have had that outburst, and Yuki shouldn't have said shit. What should we do from now on? I'm asking because I'm worried about this. Rei-chan is obviously nervous. We've never gotten closer to her this much, but I can tell. She has a great sense of responsibility. Even when she was acting alone, she has done a more thorough investigation than anyone else to escape from here. Even promised to live together and escape with us. In the end, all the information that we worked to find so hard to find was useless. Yeah, sure. I guess. Because it was even more desperate information. Mekaru felt a sense of being responsible. I shouted so loudly at her without knowing Mekaru's feelings like that. Seriously, Maeda-kun, why are you blaming yourself again? As I said over and over, Maeda-kun is not wrong. But you see, kinda. Okay, sorry. Every time I take a little longer to speak again, I'm just wiping my nose. Thanks, but even if no one's at fault, there's still responsibility to take. Mekaru's left us again. It's okay, even if Mekaru continued to help in the current situation, there wouldn't be much to do anyway. In the end, we're back to square one. I guess some things aren't going so well. Monokuma, don't just jump out on the seat next to me. What are you here for? Well, a few days ago, I thought you were going to come up with a powerful return. Seems it was just an image back in that court. That's just pointless meddling. Disappear already. Hey, don't be like that so much. It's not bad. It's not bad to eat with someone else, you know. Recently, I don't know what you've been doing on Mekaru's room lately, The surveillance camera hasn't caused any abnormalities since yesterday, and I'm going to go over it in more detail, especially since I'm suspecting some things. Well, it doesn't really matter if you find something out of a broken camera. I don't have to worry about a thing looking at that mood you guys have right now. I get it. The method of trying to separate us like that has already become unsatisfying long time ago, right? The taste of the food has become lacking, so why don't you get out if you got nothing else to do? A D-kick! I didn't come here for nothing. I don't have anything to do with you guys, but I'm just here to check on Kisaragi-kun's condition. Kisaragi? Kisaragi-kun, how's your body? No problem. The food melts due to the wine and taste of the esophagus. The honey guest was swallowed, a pleasant feeling. What is this man talking about? Looking good. How's your mood? I thought you'd be pretty nervous. What do I think? I wonder if I'll be okay. What do I think? I wonder if I'll be okay. The last thing to offer said that kid? What? I didn't skip that one. It skipped on itself. Hey, how confident can you be? It's questionable whether that'll change anything. Even if it's only one, you have a secret trick, Kisaragi-kun. That's interesting. I come and see anytime, but it wins the game without defeat. Good. Your role as a transfer student couldn't be more appropriate. Well then, let's see what happens next. What was that? Now he's gone. Well, I don't even know what Kisaragi is saying. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. I think we're safe. No, we're not. Oh god, why? No, we're safe. No, my nose, dude. Allergy sneezes are the fucking worst. Anyway. Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. Stop. Alright, sorry. Well, I don't even know what Kisaragi is saying. In my eyes, it looks like Monokuma and Kisaragi were checking each other. Is it bad between them? If Kisaragi is a mastermind, shouldn't he be in good terms with Monokuma? I don't know. We probably won't be able to know that no matter how many hours we think about it. It's better not to pay attention to them. There's no way Mekaru and Kurokawa are avoiding us. No. Oh, there's no Mekaru, Kurokawa is avoiding us, and Kinjo is still fainted. Just the three of us, but I don't think we should give up just yet. Let's continue investigating the school as we've always done. Hope is something we create with our own two hands. Yeah, I agree. Maeda-kun is cheering us, so I'll do my best. I don't know if I can do it, but I'll try. If I find something, I'll let you guys know. My nose! Mekaru distanced herself from us, but the investigation will still continue. We can never give up for our friends who have died so far. Don't give up until you can't muster any more power. Hope is to be created, guys. And my hope is to sleep like a bear. Lol. I'll miss you. Where's Satsuki's room? It's over here, right? Yeah, I'll also miss you. And my boy Haru. There's a lot of people here that I'll miss. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Sleep like a dog.